basically once the month ends, we create the creative breakdown. So I basically do this in MailChimp. This is the easiest way for me. I just plug in the template we've previously created, plug in the new content, the highlights of the month, add the text, add the images, and once that's all done, and I'm read through it like 100 times, making sure there's no spelling mistakes, but there probably always is. This is all good to go. Make sure we'll read one more time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm happy. Alright, let's send this off like now, so 10:31, so 10:45 a.m. Yep, okay, cool. Let's schedule this out. Alright, so it is ready to go and it's scheduled. Right, so it's Monday, what's going on? So we're getting started for the week. Today is pretty hectic. It's a pretty crazy day today. We've got a landing page we need to add the content in, get it finally approved, and then prep the assets for development. Yeah, sorry, my voice sounds a bit, croaky. Had a big weekend, it's a bit sore from yelling and stuff. Finally got to get the UI template that we designed on Friday, look over it, make sure it's 100%. We need to obviously do that. Employee short clothing swag designs need to be completed. And I've got to do some accounting as well, which is boring. I hate doing accounting, but it's got to be done. The creative breakdown for the month, so which is our monthly newsletter, pretty much just sums up, the most important content that was done during the month. And then I send it out to the email list. And just so they can keep up to date what we're doing. Any useful information, any useful content that we've put out, we sort of like to share it with all our email list. So if you're interested and you want to be on it, jump on the Black Bear website. There's a subscribe form there and join up. So, just smashed through a bit of work on this fine Tuesday morning. I had to do a little bit of a prep for tomorrow. I've got a phone meeting, just prepping a couple of things here and there. So now I'm going to be doing some initial concept sketching for a current brand identity project we're doing. Sent those mood boards out, got some feedback, and now it's time to use that feedback from the mood board or the style boards, the information we gathered from the creative brief, and put it all together and start sketching and just testing out different ways we can possibly do this thing. Can't really show you the sketches because this project is under NDA, so non-disclosure agreement. So I can't show you what I'm actually doing. We're just basically sketch after sketch after sketch, testing different ways we can sort of work with the typography, create maybe some symbols with it, and just so we can get all the dumb ideas, all the garbage, well, not garbage ideas, but the basic ideas that everyone thinks about, that's been done before. So after the 20th, 30th one, I start to get some really good concepts that I'm really happy with. The whole purpose of this is to make something that's solutions based, and every client has a unique problem. So when you have a unique problem, you need to have a unique solution. So see how we go today. The thing is, when you're doing concept sketching, nothing is guaranteed. I may spend a day on it and I might get it. I might be happy and find some concepts that I want to run with. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. I'll create 20, 30, 40, 50, and I'm still not happy with any sort of concept to move forward with. But if that happens, then I normally just go back to my visual references, go through my logo design books, look online, or just go find some places to get inspired by. And then from there, repeat the process, and hopefully something comes from absorbing all this visual references and stuff. But we'll see how we go. Yeah, I'd make a terrible unboxer. Alright, looky here. So we just got a little surprise from our client, National Security College. We did a booklet for them, so they decided to send us a copy of the book. And this is it. It looks a lot bigger than what I imagined it to be. It was like a good couple hundred pages. Man, that's a thick book. It's good to see your project in real life. You see it on the digital, and we obviously did our test prints and stuff, but it's cool to see it in the flesh. So I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for sending that through. I think that was from Samuel. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Okay, so Wednesday is officially now cannoli day because Dylan has to go to uni he has to go to uni, so he's not here on the Thursday, which was normally cannoli day, so I've moved it up to Wednesday so he doesn't miss out. How you feel about that, Dylan?
That's good.
It's good. Oh, they look good. What are you doing today?
So working on these email signatures. So I wrote like a brief for it, and we're creating this email signature for this HR Teams winner. And I have to provide 3 different options for it. So yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment.
Good to know. So, brand identity. So, tell me a bit about the company, what you guys are doing. Just had my meeting with some possible clients. Went actually really well. Really got a good vibe from them. Super passionate about their industry, looking at the renewable energy space. It schooled me a lot of interesting facts that I didn't know about that industry. See how we go. We've got to send them some pricing and some solutions, and we'll see how we go. Hopefully that turns into something. They'll be super stoked if this goes through. Because they just seem like a really good bunch of people to work with. So we'll see how we go. Had to get some new ink for the printer. Came back, opened everything up. Black ink went fine. Opened up the blue ink. Opened a little tab thing that protects the ink from spilling out everywhere. And of course, it spilled everywhere. And now my hand's blue. And I've tried to wash it off, but if you can't see that, I'm pretty much going to be blue for the rest of the month now, which is kind of annoying. I was more worried about the table because a lot of it got on the table, got some spraying white, and thank God it didn't stain the table, or else my fiance would just bite my head off. So it's all good. I've been working on these winter collection clothing design things, and one of the requirements was to design something that sort of breaks up the E and has the name in the middle. So I don't think this really works that well. It breaks it up and you can't tell that's an E, and it could be mistaken as something else. It just doesn't read well like the others. So the only solution I can think of is to sort of create these thick outlines in white that sort of cut off part of the E. So it still looks like an E. It's easily readable as an E, but it doesn't have that weird gap in the middle and looks a bit disconnected. I don't know. That's what I think works well. Let me know what you guys think. On Friday afternoon, we went to a talk at Devika HQ at the UOW, and we got to see some cool stuff from Vive. So they had one of their reps come down and explain what's been happening with the technology. It was super interesting seeing all the new sort of features and advancements Vive has taken over the last couple of years, especially with eye tracking and mouth movements and stuff like that. It was just mind-blowing and sort of got me thinking of how possibly we could use VR in terms of our branding process in the future. So yeah, really cool. It was really awesome opportunity to check it out. And that's pretty much it for the week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's weekly wrap up. And we'll see you guys in the next one.